All right. Shalom. Before I get into my lesson, I want to start off giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. And shalom to the Akim that's on the highways and byways, pushing his truth. It's the Akim, Shaquat Gabar from Great Millstone Charlotte Camp, coming at you with another lesson. And my message go out to the Hebrew Israelites, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The true power is God, who the world called God, and Jesus Christ, Yahweh, and his son, Yahweh Shai. Basically, man, my lesson is I'm getting on today is on the so-called white man, which are the biblical Edomites, man. All you so-called white people, you American whites, Australian, Russian, Europeans, all Israelis, all y'all the so-called all y'all so-called white people come from the tribe Edom, man, or Esau, or Idumea, man, but mainly Edom, man. When you read the scriptures, when you see Esau, Edom, it's talking about the so-called white man today in the nation of you so-called white people, man. And basically, man, I'm gonna get into the scriptures about how the Lord Yahweh going to send his son Yahweh Shai back to come back and come back by the ways of the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots, to come bring down the kingdom, man. Starting off with America, man. So like, because America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire in this up and coming World War III. Right before the nukes hit America, man, you're gonna have Yahweh Shai come back in the chariots to bring destruction to America, and also to bring destruction to the nations over there that's going to be fighting in the World War III, man. And after the Lord delivered the 144,000, the elect of the nation of Israel, man, the Lord is going to establish the kingdom of Israel on the earth, man. And one of the first things he's going to do is enslave the top elite bankers, man. So, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the Kennedys, the Bush, all these, super rich bankers that's on high, which are the kings of the earth, man. The Lord is going to put them in slavery, man. Not only the nation of Esau or Edom, but also these other heathen nations that are not part of the nation of Israel, man. Like you Africans, you Chinese, Japanese, you Arabs, you East Indians, you Aboriginals, you Assyrians, all the heathens that's not, people that are not part of the nation of Israel, man, they're going to go into captivity, man. So I'm going to get into the scriptures about the downfall of Edom, the so-called white people of Canaan, and the destruction of America. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and Jacob represents you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is the forefathers of the Israelites, man. And will yet choose Israel, so the Lord only going to choose the nation of Israel, man, and no other nation, man. Only the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans going to be delivered, man. They're starting off with the elect, man, the 144,000 and 130. And the rest of these nations is going to go into captivity under us, man. And the 2/3, the 2/3 of you Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans that's not going to come back to the Heavenly Father and come back to the truth, and not believing on the Lord, or not believing in the doctrine, not believing that you're an Israelite. Y'all going to get caught up in the same judgment as the so-called white man and the rest of these heathen, man, which is the nuclear destruction, and famine of food, water, pestilence, the race wars, any type of judgment that the Lord got set for this place, man. 2/3 of our people going to get caught up in it, but not taking heed to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai men in His word. And set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the strangers right there talking about the Israelite foreigners, man. Because all us was, in the state of a Gentile, man. When you look into the word Gentile, it goes to going to the word heathen or foreigner, man. Outside the nation of Israel, man. And you have, majority of our people, man, they was lost, not knowing they was Israelites, man. So in that mindset, having that mindset, man, the Lord was looking at us as heathens, man. because we wasn't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. We didn't know that our power, the true power, was Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. They are the ones that is awoken now, and in the faith and that believe on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, pushing the truth, man. That we're gonna make up the 144,000 and 1/3, the elect, man. And the Lord said He gonna set us in our own land, man. So we're not gonna be over here in America forever, man. Because once America be destroyed, the Lord is gonna deliver us and put us back in the land of Israel, man. But right before He put us back into the land of Israel, the Lord also gonna destroy the land of Israel with you so-called white people over there, man. You Israelis that also are Edomites, man. One of the sons, the grandson of Esau, man, Amalek, man. The Lord is gonna destroy y'all out that land during the World War III, man, by nuclear fire also. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. So once we get back in the rulership, man, like I said, one of the first things we're going to do after the destruction of America is Yahweh Shai is going to set up the kingdom of Israel, and we're going to enslave you heathen nations, man, starting off with the nation of Edom, man, you so-called white people. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressor. So the ones who put us in slavery, man, the Lord gonna, turn the slavery around, and He gonna set us on top and put the heathen. And like I said, in particular, man, you so-called white people, man, the first one, because y'all the main ones that had a hand in our downfall, man, during the Atlantic slave trade, man. When you trade us with the Africans and the Arabs, man, all of you heathen nations got together and trade the nation of Israel into slavery, man. And y'all whoop us, chain us, put us in hardcore, labor. So the Lord's gonna return that upon your own head, man, for what y'all done unto us, also what y'all done unto the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in the world, man. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall give thee rest from all thy sorrow, from their fear, from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, which is America, man. Because the Lord sent us over here to serve captivity under you Edomites, man. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans went under the captivity under you so-called white people because we broke the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But, since Yahweh Shai came on the cross 2,000 years ago and died for the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect, now the Lord is going to have mercy upon us and put us back on top, and we're going to be over you so-called white people, man, and the rest of you nations. Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how have the oppressors ceased, the golden city ceased? And the king of Babylon, which Babylon in the scriptures represent America, man. Because Babylon is known for confusion, man. This is not the ancient Babylon that the Lord is talking about here in the scripture, man. He's talking about the modern day Babylon, which is in Revelation the 18th chapter, that we're going to be risen up in the last days. And you so-called white people are ruling in the kingdom of Babylon, man. Like I say, man, the word Babylon means confusion, man. When you look into these scriptures, man, the Lord, speaks in parables, man, and got, code word for America, man. Like I said, one of the names is Babylon. One of the names was Edom or Egypt, Syria, Sodom and Gomorrah, because America take all those customs of these ancient heathenistic kingdoms, and they they practice and they promote what these ancient kingdoms did back in the days, man. That's why the Lord calling this place these different type of code names that was once ancient kingdoms, but now the Lord the coding it as what it is today, man. Because when you look into the scripture, you're not going to see America, man. You're going to see Babylon, like I say, Egypt, Greece, or Rome, because they follow the custom of them ancient heathen kingdoms. How have the oppressors ceased, the golden city ceased, and the oppressor, the so-called white man, and their city, America, and their kingdom is ceasing, man. America is not what was that great country, and these Edomites are not in in that so-called high rulership no more, man. Now you got all these other heathen nations like the Chinese, the Russians, or the Arabs, the East Indians, like Iran, Japan, all these other countries. They economy is doing better than America, man. But America's economy is falling, man. The dollar is on the verge of collapsing, and the next, currency is going to be the RFID chip, which you so-called white people, the Edomite, is going to push out among the world, man. And whoever take that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, is going to be destroyed by the thermonuclear fire, by the waves, and by the waves of the nukes through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepters of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nation in anger is persecuted and none hindered. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. So when you elites go down, man, you so-called Illuminati. The word Illuminati means illuminated, man. One that that can see, man. And y'all got power on the left hand side through all y'all wickedness by the way of Satan, man. That's why y'all such on a high level that you can manipulate and deceive the world, man. But now the Lord is taking that power away from you, so-called white people, man. You elites, man. And now that the Lord is doing that, man, when the Lord finally bring the so-called white man down, you elites, man, the whole earth is gonna be at rest, and you're gonna rejoice, man. Because on top of that, the nation of Israel is gonna be back in power, man. Yea, the fruit trees rejoice at thee, the tenders of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. So even that the earth is gonna be at rest, man, and be at happiness, man, rejoicing, man. Because like the scripture say, man, since thou gonna be laid down, man, no fellow. And a fellow mean like a person that cut, forests, trees down in the forest, and ever since the so-called white man came into power, man, all he did or doing is bringing destruction, man. Destroying the rainforest, destroying other countries by the way of the military, destroying the air with poison in the air, chemtrails, destroying the water with fluoride and all type of other toxin waste and garbage, man. So when the so-called white man go down, man, the earth is going to rejoice, man. There ain't going to be no more of that, madness or wickedness polluting the earth. Hell from beneath is moved from thee to meet thee at thy coming. So that the word hell represents, death or a place of difficulty, man. Because that's what hell means, man. We not actually a place where it's burning, man. Hell means difficulty or the death, man, or the grave, man. It stir up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nation. All they that speak and say unto thee, art thou as become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? So now we in that time where, like I said, you see in America, economy and kingdom is falling, man. Now these other nations see America weak, being weakened, man. Now they, got the, the nerves and the courage, the confidence in their military and their might that they can come up against America. Because ultimately, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua is doing that, man. He don't want to put the spirit on these other nations to come against America, man. Because now since America falling, man, these nations, beefing up their military to come against America through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because so America can be destroyed, man. And you so-called white people gonna be taken down, man. Because all these other nations are now coming against the so-called white man. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vows. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? And that word Lucifer go back to the light bearing, man. The ones who, the leaderships, man. And the Lord said, how y'all fallen from heaven? And the heaven represent your rulership, man. Not, how they teach back in, in these, teaching these Christian churches that Lucifer, Satan, that the Lord kicked Satan out of heaven. Now he's on the earth controlling everything, waiting for the day that he can fight against the Lord. No, man, the word right there, Lucifer means light bearer, man. Ones that, in the rulership, man. Like I say, in the heavens represent the rulership. So the Lord asks, saying, how that you so-called white people, the Illuminati, is falling for rulership, man. Because the Lord is doing that, man. Because the Lord don't deal with wickedness, man. And that's all the so-called white men or white people promote, man. Starting off with the elites, man. The so-called Illuminati, man. Pushing all this wickedness, man. So the Lord, that was going to be the main reason why Yahweh Shah bring destruction upon America and the so-called white man and his nation. The Edomites. How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nation? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into the heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. So that y'all, you so-called white people, pride, man. I think y'all, especially the elites, because this message to the elites, man. The so-called average white man that's here in America, man. The average six-pack Joe, man, that don't know what's going on, man. They don't, the Lord, even though the Lord look at them as they're going to get their judgment too. And in particular, he's talking about the rulers, man. The ones on high, man, in the top seat, the elites, man. Starting off with the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, like I said, the DuPont, the Kennedy, the Getty, all you super rich bankers that rule the world, man, through your policy, your laws, your military. The Lord is coming back to bring y'all down, man. And y'all, one of the main things y'all think that y'all the Most High, y'all set y'all image up as the Most High, promoting the image of Cesare Borgia, which go back to the so-called white Jesus today. But when you read into the scriptures, man, the Lord is the so-called Negro, man, a dark-skinned man, a white woolly hair, man, or a white beard and a white fro, man, and and he's from the tribe of Judah, man, which are the so-called Negroes today, man. He never looked like a so-called white man, like I say, that image go back to Cesare Borgia, man, during the 14th century, painted by Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci, man. And the Lord said, which did weaken the nation. I will exalt my throne above the stars. They'll go into your space, your space shadows, shadows. Thinking that you can go out of space and be up there with the Most High. And that also going into your pride, man. Think you better than the Most High. Or think that you is the Most High. And there's no other God besides thee. Thinking that you the only power and no other nation can bring you down. But Yahweh Shah setting you up for your own downfall, man. Deceiving you, thinking that you're going to rule forever with your new world order. And it said, I will sit also upon the mountain of the congregation of the sides of the north. And that we're here in America, man, you doing, man. You're sitting on a congregation, which is Israel, man, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, thinking that you're going to be over us forever, man. Think you're going to implant them RFID chip or the mark of the beast and all the people in the world, and you're gonna have the rulership over them, but the Lord say otherwise, man. He come back to disappoint you, man, your craftiness, man. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell and to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake Canaan? So now these, when Edomites fall, man, these other nations, including, especially the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites, man, we're going to be looking at you in the kingdom, looking at you in a despicable way, man. Saying, looking at you like, oh, damn, man, these crackers, man. These devils, these the ones who, had the great power. And now look at you, man. The Lord Yahweh Shah gonna, bring y'all down to y'all lowest point, man. The point that it's gonna be that y'all, every time y'all see the Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, the Israelites, man, y'all gonna be bowing down and knowing that great judgment is coming for y'all, man. And cause ain't nothing good coming for you so-called white people in the kingdom of heaven, and Yahweh shall come back, man. All these lies, been teach or be taught in that you so-called white people and the Negroes and the Latinos and the Lord is going to bring everybody together. But that's not so, man. The Lord is going to raise up the nation of Israel over you heathen nation, man. And the main, like I said, the main slave is going to be you so-called white people, man, the nation of Edom, man. And y'all going to go through a great, hard judgment, man. Slavery, man. Bondage. And made the world as a wilderness, destroyed cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. So you destroying all these, like I said, these other countries, man, the world, with your, pollution of the world, man. You don't open the houses of your prison. Mainly, man, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are the main, people that's in the so-called, system, court system being locked up, man. Full of the county jail, the federal prison, man. So the Lord is going to destroy you for that, man. Even though, you got 2/3 of our people that's wicked as all hell, that deserve, that might be deserved to be in them prison centers. But majority of it, man, you got a lot of our people that are innocent and it might get caught, and you still throw them in jail, man, for with your own righteous decrees, man. So the Lord is going to come back and punish you so-called white people for what y'all done to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All the kings of the nation, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, as a remnant of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcase tread upon feet. So the Lord has come back to bring great judgment on you so-called white people, man. You Edomites, man. Starting off with you elites, man. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seeds of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children and for the iniquities of their forefathers, for the iniquities for their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fear the faces of the world with cities. So the Lord, you got a lot of these so-called white people. They might see, the brothers out there on the highways and byways, the prophets. They might come up and say, it wasn't me. It was my forefathers that was doing that unto your forefathers. And all of a sudden, these so-called accept Jesus Christ and everything gonna be good, man. It's not gonna happen like that, man. The Lord said, prepare slaughter for his children, man, for the iniquity of their fathers, man. So if you knew, you are your father in reincarnation, man. You was back then killing the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. So now in this time, the Lord, when you died, you came back. The Lord sent your body, your spirit back in the earth, in another body, which is reincarnation, man, back in the flesh. And this time you're going to get your judgment for what you've done in your past life against the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans during the time of slavery, man, and what you're still doing today, man. This is Lamentation, chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. The Lord said, rejoice and be glad, man. So you so-called white people, live it up while you can, man. Take all your credit cards, max out. Go on your vacations and, go enjoy your life, man. Spend your money. Go party up, man, because the Lord said that cup going to pass unto thee, man. And what is that cup the Lord is talking about, man? The cup is talking about the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. Slavery, being destroyed by the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites, man. When the Lord give us that spiritual power, man, he raised his army up, man. And we captured y'all and put y'all in hardcore slavery, man. Being on the bottom, being sick, having pestilence, and being mangled by, by wild beasts, man. So the Lord is going to, scourge y'all and, do double unto the so-called white people and the rest of you heathen nations for what y'all done unto the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, the Israelites, man. So the Lord said, rejoice and be glad, man, because your time is running out when he gonna come and send his son Yahweh back to destroy your kingdom and put you in hardcore bondage, man, slavery. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit the iniquity of the daughter of Edom, and he will destroy their sins. So the Lord is going to make a visit, man. And when Yahweh shall come back, man, he going to, come with the waves of the chariots and bring destruction on you so-called white people, man. With all your wickedness that y'all put against, did against the Most High and his chosen people, Israel. This is Psalms 21. Psalm 21 and 7. For the king trusts in the Lord, through the mercy of the Most High he shall not be moved. Thy hand shall find out all thy enemies, thy right hand shall find out those that hate thee. Thou shalt make them a fiery oven in the time of thy anger. The Lord shall swallow them up in his wrath, and the fire shall devour them. Their fruit shall thou destroy from the earth, and a seed from among the children of men. So the Lord, when he come back and, put you so-called white people in slavery, man, you Edomites, man. After 1,000 years of hardcore slavery in the kingdom of Israel, man, y'all going to be burned up, man. So there's not going to be no more so-called white people on the earth, man, after the 1,000 years of Yahweh shall reign with Israel, man. Every last so-called white people going to be destroyed, man, by the way of fire, man. When the Lord get that appointed time for y'all to be destroyed after the 1,000 years, man. For they intend evil against thee, they imagine a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. So the Lord say, man, all that your devices that y'all coming up with, mainly your new world order, man, like I said, thinking that y'all gonna chip the whole world. And in particular, man, thinking y'all gonna have control over the nation of Israel. And, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, think y'all gonna just rule forever. Lord gonna have y'all, confused in your own device, man. The same nuclear missiles that y'all build up, man, and fight against all these other nations, man. Lord's gonna have it when y'all gonna destroy your own self by the ways of the nuclear missile, and Yahweh Shah just gonna come up and clean up the carnage and the disaster that's gonna take place, man. And he gonna, like I said, put the nation of Israel back on top. Therefore shall thou make them return their back, and when they shall make ready thy arrows upon the strings against the face of them, be thou exalt Yahweh in thy own strength, so we will sing praises to praise thy power. So we're gonna be rejoicing and praising Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah once he bring the so-called white man down, man. Because the so-called white man is the enemy, so you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. If y'all don't know by now, man, check out his track record, man, of wickedness, that what he done against us, man. And you think the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah gonna let him escape for those atrocities that he done against the Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, the Israelites, the Lord chosen people, man. This is Psalms 75 and 5. Lift not up your horn on high, and the horn represents power, man. So the scripture telling you so-called white people, you elites, man, don't lift up your power on high, man. Because you already at a high-minded stage thinking that you're going to control the world and live forever, man. And have y'all control over the nations of the people, man. But the Lord said, don't think that, man. Don't lift up your horn on high, man. Speak not with a stiff neck, for promotion comes neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south. But Yahweh is the judge. He putteth down one and set up another. So the Lord the ones who choose what nation to be in rulership. And right now, man, the Lord set up you so-called white people to be the ones in the rulership, man, so he can show us an example of wickedness, man. Because that's what you so-called white people are, man. Y'all wicked, y'all a wicked nation, man. So when the Lord destroy y'all, man, it's gonna be an example for us, not what to be like in our kingdom, man. And we're gonna be righteous in our kingdom, because the Lord gonna put the law, statutes, and commandments in our mind, man, so we won't be able to go off, man. And on top of that, so we can execute judgment upon you heathens, man, for breaking the law, statute, commandment, and doing wickedness. For in the hand Yahweh, he is a cup. Is a cup. The wine is red, it is full of mixture. He poured out the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. So that cup in the Lord's hand, man, represent judgment, man. And it's a mixture, because you're gonna have 2/3 of our people will get, caught up in the judgment of the so-called white man and the rest of these heathens, man. But he said the wicked shall drink all the dregs, man. So you're gonna drink every last bit of the judgment of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. But I will declare forever, I will sing praises to the power of Jacob. All the horn of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horns of the righteous shall be exalted. So the Lord is going to cut all these heathen nation power off, man. And he's going to raise up the nation of Israel, man, the righteous nation, man. Over you, wicked heathens, man. This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 21. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the host of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. So the Lord is going to come, like I said, come back and send his son Yahushua back to punish you so-called white people, man, you elites, and the rest of you heathen nations that's in a great leadership, man. They got that high position in these other countries, like the president of, China, the president of, Europe, Israel, the Arab countries, the Iran. The Lord is coming back to bring all y'all down, man, starting off with the elites, man, the Edomites, man. And they shall be gathered together as a prisoner are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. After many days shall they be busy. So we're gonna have y'all in pits, man. They're gonna be y'all prison center, man. Big pits in the in the ground or in the caves, and we're gonna be visiting y'all, man. After many days, after we have y'all down there suffering, man, the Lord gonna have us to come visit y'all and bring that judgment upon y'all, man, and put y'all to work, man. Cause we're not gonna build up our kingdom in the kingdom of heaven, man. We're gonna have you heathens build up our palaces, do our, our yard work, laboring for us, man. The moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed, when the Lord of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion, in Jerusalem, before his ancient glory. So the Lord, gonna take all that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from you so-called white people, man. Your high technology that y'all got, man. That spiritual power on the left-hand side, that you can, your witchcraft, that you can use Satan, like I said, to control these people, man. When the Lord take that power away from y'all, man, y'all don't be nothing but, Lord and what y'all already are, man. So the Lord is going to come back and enslave y'all and bring y'all power down and set up the nation of Israel, man. This is Psalms 149 and 4. For the Lord take pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their bed. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetter of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. So the Lord gonna give us that power, man. We're gonna have, all type of weapons, but mainly, man, he said we're gonna have that two-edged sword, man, with spiritual power, man, to execute judgment upon the heathens, man. Like I say, starting off with you elites, man. So it ain't no good times coming for y'all after the destruction of America, man. And the times that y'all about to head into y'all, downfall is near upon y'all, man. I'm gonna get a couple of more scriptures and I'm gonna close it out. This is Revelation 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So the scripture basically saying those that put us in captivity, the so-called white man, mainly and him and the rest of the nations, man, led the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in captivity, man, here in the last days, man. So the Lord say that, he gonna put y'all in captivity, man. And the Lord said that, he that killeth with the sword, man. Cause that is the main blessing that you so-called white people have, man. Cause the Lord when Isaac gave his son, when Isaac gave his son Esau his blessing, man, his main blessing was the sword, man. Now he gained the whole world, man, by his military, man, by his weaponry, So the Lord is, saying that, since you want to kill people with the sword, man, you're going to die by your own, your own destruction, man. Mainly the nuclear missiles, man. The Lord said, here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So the brothers out there that's in the truth, man, that we patiently waiting for Yahweh Shem Yahushua to deliver us, and we patiently waiting for Yahweh Shem Yahushua to raise us up against our enemies, man, so we can, put judgment upon them, man, and righteousness, man. This is Jeremiah 30, verse 15. Why criest thou for thy affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thy iniquity. Because thy sin was increased, I have done these things unto thee. So the reason why the Lord put the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans in slavery, man, for our sins, man. Like I say, for breaking the law, statutes, commandments, But the Lord is going to come back and redeem us, man, put us on top, man, when Yahweh Shah, raise up the elect. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thy adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So all the nations that, like I say, had their hand in our downfall, man, the Lord is gonna, return and pay them back, man. Pay them, bring a payback, revenge us, according to what they did to us, man. So all the nations that put us in, slavery, they go into slavery right under the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Yahweh Shah, man, which is the kings of kings and the Lord of lords, man. The Lord's son, Yahweh Shah. And, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, said Yahweh, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, who no man seeketh after. So y'all so-called white people, man, y'all look at us as outcasts, man. Y'all don't think that we the chosen people of the Lord, man. Even though we out there telling you, man. And even though y'all got history, article facts that we are the children of Israel, man. But y'all hide it from us, man. Trying to take our land, trying to take our nationality from us, calling us black, Mexican, Latino, Native American, all these proverbs and bywords, man. That's not our original names, man. The Lord gave us our original names, man. And we are the 12 tribes of Hebrew, 12 tribes Hebrew Israelites, man, according to the Bible, man. So the Lord is gonna restore that health and bring us back into that power like we once was in the ancient days before you so-called white people took our land and took our nationality, and so the Lord is gonna restore us, man. This is Ezekiel 25, verse 13. Therefore, thus say the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it. And I will make it desolate from Teman. A day of the Dan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger, according to my fury. They shall know my vengeance, say the Lord Yahweh. So the Lord is going to, put the power in the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans' hands. Starting off with the elect, man, with that spiritual power, man. If you're going to, bring vengeance upon Edom, man, you so-called white people, man, and the rest of you nations, man, according to the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. Let me get this last scripture. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 25. And he said, and he shall speak a great, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and to think to change times and laws. Is that what you so-called white people doing, man? You elites, man. You speaking great words against Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. You wearing out the saints, man. You constantly, having your foot on the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans' neck, man. They're constantly just beating us down physically, mentally, and spiritually for all your wickedness you put against us, man. But the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is going to redeem the nation of Israel, man. Starting off with the elect, man, the 144,000, man. You got your laws that that come against us, man, that keep us, under these curses, man. You promote all this wickedness amongst our people, man. Verse 26, but the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion. So the Lord said the judgment, when the Lord bring that judgment against you so-called white people, man, you Edomite, the Lord said it's going to happen, and we're going to take away your dominion, man, your rulership, man. To consume and to destroy it unto the end. And the kingdom and dominion of the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall serve and obey him. So when the Lord, bring this place down, man, raise up the nation of Israel, man, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're going to have the kingdom and the dominion over all you nations, man. And that kingdom going to be forever, man. Y'all going to have to serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah and his people Israel, man. So, basically, that's, a little lesson, man, praying that, in the edifying, man. Once again, I want to say, Kala Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers that's out there on the highways and byways in the ministry, doing the lessons, pushing the truth, of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. So you so-called white people, man, the nation of Edom, man, starting off with you elites, man, the Illuminati, man, prepare for slavery, man, a great judgment from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, and prepare for the enslavement once Israel get raised up, man. So go ahead and rejoice and have your little fun, party as much as you can. Yahweh Shah haven't forgetting about, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah haven't forgetting about what y'all done unto the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, his chosen people, what y'all done unto the earth, and what y'all also doing against his image, man. So go ahead and, rejoice, man. Because judgment is coming for you so-called white people, man. You Edomites, man. So next time we'll see Shalom.